welcome everyone to another installation of LMG Live. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro video and this brand new overlay for what we're doing here. Mind the black areas around each one of us. I had to throw this together real quick with some great instructions by the boys. I had to mute all 5 of them because they fucking suck and would yell in my ears. But this is what we're starting to do, so mind the construction. Yes, sir. And welcome to LMG Live. So what is LMG? We are the League of Mature Gamers. So it's an 18 plus gaming community, and we do lots of different things together. So we have some meetups coming up in a couple weeks. We play video games together, and we talk about games and life and all those types of things. So you'll see we actually had in the top left-hand corner of the stream is a beautiful little scrolling overlay. So you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, the Twitches, and all those many places. So all of our tags are up there, and let's get into the podcast. So we have a special guest. We have the normal cast with us today, but we have one special guest who is on, I believe he's on a nice 10-day vacation. So he decided to come check out what the podcast is, and that's Mr. J-Man. How you doing, sir?
Very good, sir.
Excellent. What if, let's see, I guess tell us a little bit about yourself since you're the first time on the podcast, and maybe what you've been playing lately.
Australian gamer in the LMG group. Been part of LMG probably over a year. And playing at the moment, been playing lots of PUG and getting into Fortnite recently as well.
Excellent. And if you guys don't know, Mr. J-Man has been a very big proponent for graphics in LMG. If you see in that bottom left-hand corner, that's his baby right there on the LMG logo. You'll see his emotes inside of our Discord, tons of them, probably for almost everybody who's on this cast right now, and has done a lot of work for this. So he is the graphic artist genius of LMG. So, but we're very happy. I know you and I have tried to get together and get you on the podcast a couple times, and I'm glad it finally worked out. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure. So next up, we have the man who, I guess maybe the electricity is out, but I guess he's still streaming, but no lights, no nothing. How you doing today, Mr. Adam?
Doing quite well. Just communing with the Dark Lord, trying to get on my... I'm muted? I'm muted?
Muted? I hear you.
Yeah.
No, we can hear him fine.
I don't have him. I can hear you fine.
I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm just communicating, back to point, communicating with the Dark Lord, just making sure that all my game facts are genuine, legit, and full of Satan's dominion.
The Dark Lord said, you are muted. So, well, welcome very much, sir. What have you been playing lately, in the last week or so?
Glad to be here. Thank you for the welcome. I have been playing a little bit of Far Cry 5 with a friend of mine, you may know. I have been playing There Are Billions, a good bit of that, a little bit of City Skylines, some Surviving Mars, and a lot of PUBG with people on the Xbox.
Excellent. Well, we'll have some notes about pub later on the Xbox as well as the PC. So, all right. Well, next we have Mr. Poop Shizzle. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How's everybody doing?
Well, this is your part where you're supposed to tell us how you're doing.
I was talking to chat. I'm going to talk to you guys. No, I'm doing well. Always a pleasure to be here. Thankful.
Excellent. Well, everyone, Mr. Poop has put together the overlay that we're utilizing right now. So he put some hard work into it, and then I tried to just vomit everything on top of it. So hopefully everything looks well.
You did a great job, buddy.
And we will. Adam is the only one who looks good because he has no lights on. So you can't tell that there are dark squares around the outsides. We're running, 4x3 and a 16x9 image or some shit like that. So I'll fix it, but hey, good stuff. What have you been playing lately? I know you've had some gaming both on, or actually probably a lot of PC stuff lately, haven't you?
I have been hitting the PC hard. Far Cry 5 has been dominating a lot of my gaming time. I've also, a couple weeks back, I picked up a code from Adam for Tomb Raider. I've been playing that through on PC. Enjoyed it on a console, but it's even better on PC. And so I was playing that a little bit. And then just a little bit of, I played A Way Out. We'll talk about that much later on in the cast. And then just a couple little shitting games with some friends, like Golf It and stuff like that, just to mess around. Just fun stuff.
Excellent. All right. And then Mr. Solid, how are you, sir?
I am well.
Ooh, that sounds so sexy.
Yeah. What is this big thing in front of your face?
This is a thing to collect my soul at the end of this podcast because I'm going to die after this thing is done sucking all the electricity out of me. But no, it's a snowball mic provided by Mr. Poop Shizzle there. Sent me this nice little mic. See how it works. Apparently, it sounds real crispy, but of course, I can't tell.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right. Well, good. And then you guys know I'm the Flamin' C, so I get to play 2 times a week, and I played this great game from 2015. It's called The Rise of the Tomb Raider. So that's what I've been playing this week, along with the hijinks and hilarity of Jeb and Earl in Hope County, Montana. So hopefully we will get back to that later on because fuck yeah, America, flamethrowers, and the Widowmaker. If you know the Widowmaker, it's an 18-wheeler with fucking machine gun turrets on the front of it. America, that's right. So that's what I've been playing.
And flames.
And flames, yes. And don't drive a car with a flamethrower and lean out and try to burn down the forest.
Yeah. Everybody but you fucking knew that already.
Because you'll set yourself on fire, and then everyone will die.
No, you set me on fire.
Well, yes, but yes. So it's a good game, fun. Lots of co-op, like what we're going to talk about later on. So, but again, this is LMG Live. I'm sorry, I'll have to figure out why chat looks screwed up. I think that's probably part of the, us trying to make it on the chroma key. I'll look at it later because right now it looks like a bunch of gibberish. So please excuse that. Again, that goes with the construction issues. But we are always working to try and get a little bit better. So we're going to jump right into to gaming news right now. We've got a handful of things that I think everybody picked up from the last couple weeks. Things that have been dropping with PAX last weekend and a couple other things that have done in the last couple weeks. But the main thing we wanted to look at, and I'll see if I can say a couple more times, Red Dead 2 looks like it finally got a release date, and that is 10/26/18. So that is the last. You guys will probably have to correct me on this. What was the last Rockstar game? Was it GTA 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. They have literally done nothing besides pump out their multiplayer.
Yeah, that's the only thing they've been really dealing with. Because you remember it came out how many months later after the initial single player release?
I don't know. It was a while.
Like 6 months or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably about 6 months or so. And then they came out and it was, all right, this is just what we do now.
Yep, and that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a long time in gaming.
Yes, it is. But it's been, I mean, if you think about how games are going now, they're going for that open world sandbox and just updating the content over and over and over and over and over again to try to get that longevity out of their titles.
You can do some pretty crazy stuff in there too.
Yeah. Well, and they've been dishing out content left and right. There's been a ton of events. There's been a ton of new cars and guns and all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like they had that Hot Wheels.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
The Hot Wheels track one, which was pretty cool. So
cool. And I think we'll discuss, well, I know that's something that was talked about a couple weeks ago, some of the modes that were getting dropped in Red Dead. And we'll see how they drop their supposed maybe Battle Royale with a couple of the new Battle Royales that were dropped this week.
Oh my God.
So see how that changes from what we've been used to playing. So we'll talk about that later on. You guys jump into this. I mean, Battle Royale is like the phrase lately in gaming. So what is this with PUBG suing over? I mean, I'm the mobile PUBG player right here. 3 more chicken dinners today. So yay for me. Guess what? I have something for you guys in a couple weeks. I don't know if you've seen Facebook, the little app where you can buy the little clickers for the top of your phone for shooting.
Oh yeah, the rubber ones.
Hell yeah!
Actually, honestly, I'm thinking about getting some because like that actually might make mobile gaming like Like kind of legit.
This is diverging from the topic, but you actually get to use your thumbs now for movement, just like if it with analog sticks, and you use your index fingers. You just move up the parts where you shoot, and that's where it is. So, yeah, I'm gonna be able to compete with the Chinese. So we'll see what happens. Rules of Survival, I had that on my phone, was out way before PUBG was. So what are they trying to sue over?
Okay, so it wasn't out before the PUBG was on
the PC game. Okay.
Yeah. That stuff didn't come out until I don't know, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But as soon as they figured out, as soon as once PUBG got onto mobile, I think that's when they're like, well, this is already like our original content. There's a lot of games that are basically just carbon copies of it.
Well, didn't we have this conversation though a couple months ago when Fortnite Battle Royale came out and PUBG had their issues with it? I mean, can you IP a game concept?
You can when it's like literally the same thing. Like Rules of Survival is like.
Oh, it is. It's the exact same.
It's exactly.
You know what's different? It's 120 players instead of 100.
Yeah, and I think that's how they're probably going to get away with it. Because you can change one or two things and get away with pretty much a lot of stuff, which is crazy.
Yeah,
especially when it comes to like these properties that are millions of dollars. You know,
who determines like the level of difference before it's infringement or it's copyright issues?
It's my wife.
Yeah, I was going to say we should ask her.
Yeah. Is she patent attorney? Okay. Because I thought there was like an actual
property attorneys.
Isn't there like an actual percentage that you're supposed to like measure it by or something?
It has a lot to do with a lot of things. A big part of it comes down to money. So if you have a company that has a lot of money that can, for example, copyright a term like rules or battle or royale, which is hard to do. You get somebody that can do that and sort of have some sort of inkling that it's copying. If you have the deep pockets, and you can either shut them down through constant litigation or actually take over and shut them down through a suit that wins.
That's what the Candy Crush people did, right?
Yeah. Or just do what Microsoft does, just buy the company.
Yeah. True.
Could do that. But yeah, like legal Riot Games, they make League of Legends. They've done it the same thing to tons of mobile League of Legends clones, like MOBAs, because they're literally just ripping characters straight from their game and putting them in their game. And it's they're exactly the same. So it's pretty common thing to happen, especially when bigger games get onto a mobile platform. There's already so many clones because people want that. As soon as they get on there, they're like, all right, now this is our space, so clear out everyone that's doing well. Just hit them with like copyright suits so they can't even fight them, and they just have to pay out the ass.
People just fighting for those scraps. That's what it is.
So did anything ever come of the impending lawsuit between Bluehole and Epic on the PUBG versus Fortnite stuff? Do we know? I mean, is this just litigation of, hey, we're going to come after you? Or do you think there's actually legs to this?
I'm pretty sure that the dude who actually like created Battle Royale, like Battlegrounds, I'm pretty sure that he like helped Epic create the Battle Royale mode for them as well.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
And the guy that started the PUBG he worked on the Arma mod, H1Z1, right?
Yes.
Well, no, because he's the reason for the Battle Royale mode on Arma. He created it.
Yeah.
So that's why when he made this game, the actual PUBG, it wasn't like no one didn't see it coming. We knew it was coming, but apparently he helped Epic help them with their Battle Royale mode. I don't know if maybe he was like a consultant or something on it, but
yeah, I think it's more just posturing. Honestly, it's more posturing because I mean, if you ever watch H1Z1 gameplay, it is almost identical to PUBG, just the different textures in the background. I mean, the guns look the same, the ammo looks the same.
The big difference between like H1Z1, Fortnite, like those are more arcadey, whereas PUBG is very simulation. I think if like games will be able to get away with a lot of stuff is they just don't make it like a simulation shooter, and they keep doing these weird radical things to the games.
Or do it like on the islands or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys.
PUBG's meant to be adding some more cosmetic items soon. So you can change your parachute and a few other things. Skins for your guns, that's coming as well.
But do you
So
think
they're moving
that
more in that direction?
So what's
Jay?
funny about that, Jay, is that the 4x4 Savage mode is basically a smaller map version with more loot. So it's Fortnite without forts.
Yeah, pretty much.
do you guys think the players that are into that more realistic sim style of shooter really care about cosmetics? Do you guys think the play?
No.
No, not really.
I mean, I'm sure some of them are like, oh, this is a cool like weapon skin, like cool.
Well,
But nothing.
I
you
mean,
do,
hold up. I think I'm changing my opinion. CS:GO, you can make thousands of dollars on CS:GO just by your skins.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's true.
I was going to say no, but I think maybe yes.
Maybe
If there's something
well,
that's super
the reason
like
the
high end
Chinese.
elite, right?
Yeah, that's the reason the Chinese have all those aimbotters, is because they're just farming coins to farm chests, to farm stuff to sell on Steam to make money, because it's so easy to do.
Right.
Yep.
to be honest, personally, as a gamer, in-game cosmetics don't mean shit to
No,
me.
I agree.
And
That's the least
I'm not
favorite part of Destiny as well.
Well, the only part about Destiny that I really tried to get were the perks that were on the armor. And I didn't look at myself unless I was in the menu, so I didn't give a shit like how mismatched I was. I didn't have like tower casuals or anything when I went into the tower or anything. So it wasn't a part of my desire. It was the perks to min-max my builds. So I've never really been that big of a cosmetic thing. So I don't do that.
Yeah.
Whereas a game like Warframe, it has a whole community around how good their actual character looks. Cosmetics, everything. So that there's a whole part of that game that's all about how good your character looks. And you can actually take pictures of your character doing stuff in slow motion in the game and then post videos of it.
That third
So that's
person
sort of taking it to the
perspective.
next level. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next
Third
level of
person
space dress
perspective
up.
is big for it.
There are people out there that do that cosmetic stuff, but I just don't understand them at all.
I mean, like League of
It gets
Legends.
exhausting.
Yeah, League of Legends is like, it's all it is cosmetics. That's all you can do to like have anything for that game. So like I spend a ton of money on skins for League of Legends, and it literally does nothing besides sometimes just change colors of your character's like palette. Sometimes it gives them completely new animations for things that they're doing. Like cosmetics like that, though, like cosmetics that like you can physically see and like do cool stuff. Like those are kind of things I like. Like Destiny, you were talking about the emotes. I loved the emotes. Emotes were great.
They were
But
fun.
that's all I'm going to spend my money on. Why do I care about another sparrow that doesn't actually look better than just
Perform better or anything else.
Yeah, it doesn't perform better. Like, why would I care about any of
Right.
that? All the weapon skins that they're doing in Destiny 2, like, yeah, it was cool, but it was like so limited.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I would really lock into on something like that for cosmetics would be something that was high end tier. Like I beat the biggest, baddest thing. I did the 100-hour race in Forza, so I got that cool car. Something like that. Where it's like, when I just killed this guy, he had that gun that had the skin on it because he's obviously gone to the mountain. Like that one, I wouldn't mind being that guy.
I like cosmetics when it shows like a search, like, hey, this person's on like Destiny was trying to go for, and they did it in Destiny 1, but then they fucked it up with Destiny 2 because it didn't mean anything anymore. But like things that mean something that have a cosmetic change are awesome.
Yeah,
great.
Like in Call of Duty, when you unlock the diamond guns and stuff, that's what everybody. That's why you play Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's my reference too. Is like you pick up somebody's gun. And it's like, oh, I picked up a sniper rifle. Oh, this guy's got the diamond skin on. This guy was a badass.
Exactly.
I killed him. I killed this guy.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. So I mean, that's the only time cosmetics mean anything to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, we will probably talk about pub or more Battle Royale at some point in time tonight. So let's move on before we get in the weeds on those types of things. Last weekend, PAX East happened. So LMG, next LMG meetup is going to be in Boston in 2 weeks. I guess we mixed PAX by a couple weeks. But hey, that's all right. So supposedly it snowed on them, and I really don't want to go get snowed on, so I'll be happy to be there in a
Bro,
couple
I'm about
weeks.
to get 24 inches
I know.
this
You-
weekend.
Holy
Well,
shit!
our hometown
life.
team came up there and
Kill me.
played baseball, and I guess you guys have an open air baseball stadium for the Twins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
what the
was-
fuck they were thinking.
Yeah,
It's
like
like a mistake.
25 degrees or something.
Dude, you know how many fucking people I saw on Facebook out there with hot dogs and hot dog buns and just shivering their asses off? Like, it took them almost 2 days to completely clear that field off
Oh my
and to
god!
clean the entire stadium because they had to
Oh
clear
my
all the
God.
snow. There was a fuck ton of snow in there.
Yeah, yeah. So no, man, it's shit. It's already past Easter and everything, man. Why are you getting that kind of snow? Stay inside.
I don't know.
Play
It's
video
50
games.
degrees here today. It's 50 fucking degrees here. And we're about to get almost like 2 feet of snow.
All right.
It's-
You know,
We've got blue
that's-
skies here.
that's global
Shut the
warming
fuck
right
up,
there,
you
baby.
guys.
Global warming.
Yep.
Goddamn.
Commonwealth Games. Go, go, go.
Well, so PAX happened last week, and it sounds like there was a couple of games that we may have wanted to hit on and discuss. So, anybody want to jump on that quick on some of these?
I paid attention.
All right,
Adam knows what he's
Adam.
talking
All right,
about.
what do we got?
Man.
So the main thing, I'm always in the indie games. I like the weird, the fucked up, and the different interface sort of stuff. So there were 3 games that I paid attention to. One was Ant Ventor. Okay, so it's like Unraveled, I guess. So you have the picturesque backgrounds, basically a photo, and you have a small character jumping through scenes doing platforming. But it was very emotional based. Like the character, if it got hurt or hit something, it would have an emotion that like that turn, and it just really interactive, kind of fun, which you don't really see, like breaking the fourth wall. So basically Unraveled, but it breaks the fourth wall and looks at you and like, dude,
Yeah, what?
why'd you just run into that thing?
Why couldn't you react
that
fast
was
enough?
fucked up, right? Which is kind of fun to me. I like little quirks like that. Makes it sort of interesting.
Okay.
Another one that was there was is it Pussy or is it Puss? It's a capital PUSS with an exclamation point. So it's either an upside down
It's
eye
probably
or it's
Pussy.
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 Okay.
Puss.
So I can't even explain what this game is. Like you just have to go online and look at what it is. It's basically this psychedelic
Is this the one you sent?
mind
us?
fuck. Yeah, that's the one I sent you a video of.
So all
Yeah.
it is it's not even a puzzle game, but you take just the character, you take your cat,
It's a cat
icon, a cat
Yeah, cat
icon that you can stroke at the beginning of the game before it even
Oh,
starts.
yeah, I've seen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Stroke the kitty.
you can
at the
stroke the
beginning of
kitty,
game.
and all it does is the screen itself, and it tells you, it's big bold letters at the beginning. If you have the epileptic seizures can happen if you don't like sounds, lights, all those types of things. But yeah, from watching that video, it's just, it's a lot of moving parts, and all you're doing is just moving this cat's head through mazes. So
Yeah.
Wait,
and
what?
it-
You're just moving his head through mazes?
yeah,
It's
just
like
an
a
icon.
flash game. It's like a really cheesy.
Yes.
Or,
like a
or
janky
you've got
flash game.
full-on music and visual stuff going on all at the same time.
But the visuals are goddamn amazing.
So they go,
All right.
Yeah, there's gonna
Yeah.
be some people having some seizures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would stream the shit out of this game. I would just have it on constantly. It looks that cool. You gotta check it out, Solid. I think you really do.
And from what Adam sent, it looks like there's some fun little subliminal messages in this game too.
Yes.
If you fuck up, so should be interesting to see.
Does it tell you you got wrecked?
No, but it goes way beyond that.
It looks like
you're gonna
Adam,
feel
but
it.
with fire behind him and horns and
Yes.
other
Nice.
things.
You can capture what's left of my soul and put
Yes.
it in a jar and set it on fire.
blood
Take it down the
dripping
street.
down the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one I paid attention to was Code Vein.
Okay.
So I have Dark Souls 3. I've not played it yet. But I've always wanted to play that game. A really tanky, sort of sweaty game. Situational and kind of repeats, and so you have to try really hard to do so. But wait for it, anime.
Really?
Yeah. So it's Dark Souls anime.
So
Sounds interesting.
get me
Yeah.
on this.
I know, right? It looks so cool, dude. Well, you gotta check this out. So those are the three that I noticed from PAX East. They're just really, really neat looking games.
What was
Different
that last
than-
one called?
Code Vein. VEIN.
Oh,
I-N.
VEIN? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen this actually.
It looks wicked.
Oh, man.
So, real quick for chat, I guess there's some sort of chat bot. So if you say something, I will have to acknowledge it, yes or no, and just be kind. But you can say whatever you want. We are a mature group. If I don't like it, though, I will throw it away. So
Throw you away.
exactly, you are banned and delete. I'm gonna delete.
I mean, I
this
just
image
said
right now.
puss.
Oh,
out
that's
loud.
okay. So
Okay.
it's working
All right.
well. I don't know.
You
It's
round it
something
out with
that
some other words.
it's something that Twitch has thrown up lately, along with some other things. But that's
Oh, yeah. The
totally
new,
different.
The new community thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a totally different discussion to bring up. But
That'd be a good topic later.
yes, so we will we'll run through real quick another one along with the PAX. There was I guess, is it Dead Maw? Is that what you say? His name is the musician. He played
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Dead
excuse-
Mouse.
Okay, Dead Mouse.
Dead Maw.
Hey,
Dead Maw
man.
5.
Yes, whatever. Dead Mouse played. He played with. Did he play with Major Nelson? Or no, he played with Battleground or Player Unknown. And it was one of their things to discuss that Miramar's dropping next month for Xbox. So it's only been 3-4 months since it's been on PC. So there was another 5 gig update yesterday, I think, on the Xbox side. So they're trying
Just
to.
balancing.
Shit.
Just
Yeah.
balancing on the Xbox side.
Yep.
And by the way, Miramar sucks.
Yes, but it will be nice to at least have something. I don't know, something
It
different.
sucks if you're a scrub and can't hit sniper shots, bro.
No, it's just me running across a desert for 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And sniping people's balls off. Come on. We'll get in
You can
there.
never find
man,
anybody.
Man, we'll get in there. We'll all get Car 98s and we'll just have a snipe off. All right. It'll be a lot
I'm ready.
of fun.
I'm ready. With you, I'm ready.
All right.
So-
all right.
But that is that's new on the Xbox side, and flipping from one battle royale to another battle royale, there has been this this infamous comet in the sky of Fortnite, and has it been confirmed that this is what it is, or is this just we think this is what's going to happen based on complaints and feedback from the community?
We are 98% certain that's going to destroy Tilted Towers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
It originated with when players at certain times could feel a Morse code vibration in their
controllers.
In their controllers, yes.
Which, in to be honest,
That's fucking cool.
That's pretty slick. And
Yeah.
it was like an SOS distress call, and people pieced it together. And then that's when they started, speculating. And then they saw in the sky, and I believe I saw, what was it, Surgical today in the Discord say something about it's bigger or something like that.
Mhm.
It's now
Yeah.
closer.
Yes.
It's getting bigger, it's getting
Yep.
closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting more of a trail on it. The Battle Pass, the things that you unlocked for this month, or
Space
last
suit,
month.
wasn't it?
we're spacesuits. Yeah, we're spacesuits.
Yeah.
So
So, okay. Well, I will have to say I've only played it a couple times, but every time I look at it or see it on Twitch or see it streaming, there's something new with it. They are actively doing content for that game, for
Yeah.
its player base, for those types. Where it looks like you have something new each time. I think there was something I was listening to today on Giant Bomb, the rocket ride glitch. They've now made that. That's part of the game itself. They've gone in there and done some different modes. So they're always trying to give different ways of playing the game, which I think is nice. So
Yeah, they're doing an excellent job of supporting that game.
yeah, and they should, because they make millions and millions of dollars.
Well, and I'm always impressed with the creativity that they bring to the different. I just got done saying I don't do cosmetics, but I do appreciate the cosmetics that they're putting into this game. I think they're really creative. I think the season passes or the battle passes, the way that they do that, I can see how that would be very motivating for people to power through. And I've enjoyed every time I look at it or I watch somebody play. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, or that's kind of neat. That's so they have that factor, and I think they're doing a really good job with their support.
Yeah, there's a balance somewhere. I mean, so like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a sim of that version. You've got Fortnite being the cartoony, like achievement based, setting. With Battlefield 4, this thing I always go back to, the reason all the the Battlefield synths have sucked is because they don't have that top tier exotics thing, and Destiny had it too. The quest for the exotic, and Fortnite does that with the achievements that they have. Get more points to level up with doing this thing and this thing. Find these, find the gnomes, hit the target areas, find all the ice cream trucks, stuff like that, where it does the, beyond just the regular gameplay. Now you can do this.
Get so many shotgun kills.
And that's one of the reasons that Destiny did really well. That's my opinion. My best Battlefield 4 did really well, and a lot of Sims are leaving that sort of feeling behind. And I think that at some point there's a way to get that from Sims too. Because I think Fortnite's doing it well on the arcade side, but to have a game that has both those aspects to it, and I don't think we have anything like that yet. But hopefully that comes in the future.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's like not. It hasn't happened yet.
I know, right? Like, why can you not have like a game that has like a sim and an arcade version of it, and have both the achievements on either side lead to a weapon you can use in either setting, right?
Just
or
have
an armor
different
you can use in either
modes.
setting, or a skin you can use in either setting. Yeah. In the same game.
I think it's just too much of a niche audience for both of those. Like, you either want to play as a sim or you want to play an arcade. But I don't enjoy Halo as a sim because Halo 4's multiplayer was terrible.
Yeah.
Because it was more like Call of Duty, like Simish, I guess. Whereas Halo 5 went back to that arcade, fast flowing feel.
Yeah.
Just rip, grip, and kill, basically, and that's what it was supposed to have.
Yeah.
I think it just depends. Like, that's why like PUBG and Fortnite are doing so well on their own as the same game type, because one's a sim, one's an arcade mode. Now that we finally have some more arcadey type ones coming out, we can finally see Fortnite go bye-bye and see other good games come out that don't involve building stupid fucking buildings.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Thankfully, in PUBG, we don't have to mash the B button going.
Hey, but
Build.
you can get a grenade now that'll just throw a tower up for you.
Yeah,
Yes,
if you want to be a scrub, I guess. But I would much rather just go play another game that you can, run around and do things to earn currency, and then use that currency to unlock anything you want in the game. I mean, that would be really fun, right?
Man, you should make that game.
Shit, I think they already did, bro. It literally came out yesterday. It's called Radical Heights. I've been wanting to talk about it all night. Bro, this game looks fucking amazing.
Do we want to get into that, or do we want to put it under the review side?
There's no way. It's only been out a day, man. You can't review this shit. I'm just saying, everybody needs to go play this game. It's free to play. It'll dethrone Fortnite if enough people fucking play this. And
It's super cheesy and super awesome.
It's very cheesy.
It's literally pre-alpha right now.
I do want to say,
it's garbage. It's total garbage right now.
Let's jump into it.
Loading times and everything else is garbage, and the textures.
What's up?
But
I just wanted to say that I like a game that can keep its personality, that doesn't lose its personality to meta changes and developers just killing it. And Fortnite has that.
Fortnite. I have to question that.
Sure.
Fortnite is now making it easier for a lot of people with the pop-up tents, with the changing weapons now. So they are pandering to a broader audience. I think they're losing a lot of what they made them great.
But they don't hide that. They never hid that, in my opinion. I don't think they've ever changed their stance on their game. They recognize the homing missile flaw or whatever, and then they embrace it. And I mean, even though that may not be your cup of tea, that to me tells me that developer, that crew accepts their game and accepts the community's acceptance of it, and they embrace that. And instead of like Destiny, where they just nerf the shit out of everything, and everybody suffers.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
why in
yeah,
Halo
sure.
you were able to do a fully charged pistol or a fully charged plasma pistol shot, and then one shot with a BR, and they die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's I mean, it was just a noob combo. Everyone called it a noob combo, but it was kind of difficult to pull off sometimes.
Yeah.
But they just left it in there, like, fuck it, you guys can just do this. Like Bungie didn't used to like balance shit back in Halo 2. It came out and then it was done. That was it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
yes, it's perfect.
I didn't mean to start a tangent, so go
No.
ahead, Choke.
I'm just,
But I will
But,
say, like, to your point, Epic does listen to the community more than any other developer I've ever seen.
I just hate fucking building in Fortnite. So fuck that.
Yeah, I do too. But
Okay. I mean, if we're,
it's here to stay.
do you think Epic had this up their sleeve whenever they released Fortnite, the original game?
Nah.
Or did
Not
they
even
throw
close.
this together? Yes, Mr. Adam.
I think they did. I mean, before this game even came out, our community member, Mangata Wrecker, or Wreck, or Corn, or whatever the fuck his name is this week, he said,
Ghost.
like, Spooky Ghost.
Yeah, whatever it is today.
So Rex said, you got to get this game. These people I guess he's worked with these developers or something before the game even came out. He's like, you got to buy this game because these guys they know what they're doing. It's going to be a great thing to get. And so I bought that Founders Pack on his recommendation before it even came out. I pre-ordered the damn game.
A handful of us did.
And it's been great, man. I mean, and on both sides of it, it's really interesting. I've not seen a game like it. I have to say, it's very unique. I think they did copy PUBG, but they did it in an arcadey way, so they can't sue them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, getting back to what you were talking about earlier, Solid, that is Radical Heights is done by Bosky, which had 2 announcements this week. First off, Lawbreakers.
God.
We're done with
Goodbye. But hey, guess what?
Yeah.
We've got something better
But
for
we
you.
decided to drop something else. So Lawbreakers, if you even saw it, sort of came out as like a hero shooter right around the time that Overwatch dropped. And sort of like Battleborn, I mean, you went up against Overwatch, it whooped your ass. So
Well, it was after like that whole
It was,
thing. I think
right.
it was
just
it was
a little,
like a couple months after, but it was too late.
too late. Yeah, there's
Overwatch
nothing they
wins by
yeah.
default.
So I think they had that. They were looking at it, and it's still. Did they quit develop or have they quit service on it? Because at one point I thought I heard them going free to play with it.
It is free to play right now, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they've already said they're closing it down. I mean,
Yes.
It's
They
pretty
gotta-
much dead.
yeah, they gotta use that server space so they can host this
Yep.
cool radical
And
game,
so,
bro.
you've seen, have you seen Cliffy B's tweets on this? You know how long
Who the
this
fuck is
thing's been
Cliffy
in.
B? Why do you keep calling him Cliffy B? You know him? Is he your bro, man? You like
That's
hang out
Cliffy
on
B
weekends
from
and shit?
Gears, man. Shut up.
It's usually what it's referred to.
Yes.
The Blitzky.
5 months is what they put in to Radical Heights.
Yeah, so they're 5 months into development.
5 months into development.
They've already pushed out all this stuff. I mean, this team is hungry. They want it. Like these guys are gonna get this shit done. They're gonna listen to everything the community says. This game's gonna be fucking. Oof.
Because of my wife, I hear them run up against one of those Top Gun machines. They're playing the music. I'm like, that's gonna be a lawsuit right there.
Have you heard? Have you heard the Winter Chicken Dinner song?
No.
Oh,
my
it's the
goodness.
best around. Nothing's gonna ever bring you down. You're the best
I'm sure they
around.
got those licenses.
What is that? What's that from? That's from
I think it's is it Karate
You're
Kid?
the best. Yeah.
It was awesome. I watched it today. It was like, holy shit! They spent more money on the right licenses than they did on the game.
Yeah,
Oh, but it was
5
great.
months in
It's
development
hilarious.
that's impressive.
And it pops
And
up
riding
and
a
it
bike
says,
for
"You're
what
the
they
you're the
have.
best," and then that music starts in the background, and it was like that. That's pretty
awesome.
damn good.
It's a bend no wheel.
That's
This game.
That's what we
I'm
missed.
gonna
We
love this
missed
game.
that sort of 80s, real
Yes.
trashy,
Yep.
don't
I
take
want to
too
get my
serious.
Rambo mullet, and I'm ready to go kill.
Just
I think this
super
is-
silly and knows it's super silly.
Yeah, I think this is the competition.
Smash
for Fortnite.
TV is what I've heard a lot
Yes.
of people have been
Oh, yeah,
comparing it
Smash
to.
TV.
Smash
Big
TV,
money.
yeah.
Big
Yeah.
prizes. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So, I mean, and honestly, that's kind of like what the spirit of the original Battle Royale kind of is. It's just something to watch people kill each other.
It's a game show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a game
exactly.
show. That's essentially what it is. It's a game show.
So
So it's man.
We playing after this,
fucking
Adam?
2 days.
I am so excited about it.
All right.
Yeah, it's been out 2 days. I think this game's gonna go real
Yep.
far. So
All right. Well, we got other things to talk about. Real
right.
quick, we're gonna hit these quick. We all know that Wildlands was re-upped for another year of content, and they dropped a little teaser that Mr. Sam Fisher, who
Free this weekend too to play. Free to play this weekend.
free to play this weekend. Michael Ironside's coming back
Ooh.
to do the voiceovers.
He's still alive, guys.
Yes.
He's still alive.
He's still alive?
So he is Sam Fisher, and the question is, do you go get Michael Ironside for this little thing for Wildlands, or is this a precursor to a new Splinter Cell?
Oh,
Yeah,
I bet you
he'll-
they've got another Splinter Cell coming out.
The
Okay.
last Splinter Cell was Blacklist. I think that was
Right.
what 2013.
It was a while ago.
So I mean, it's been a minute, and
Yeah.
I love Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell is my game,
I don't know
and
about Ironsides, though. I don't think Ironsides can last through a whole game. He's like,
well, they also did.
anybody seen my night fishing
He's-
goggles?
He's a little bit like the voice of Optimus Prime now. It's like, I am Optimus Prime.
Cut.
Yep. Take two. So,
Well,
but
and there's also when there's some like metal. There's a nod towards Metal Gear as well, like a bandana and stuff like that in there.
I think so. I think I read something because he wanted to wave off Solid Snake because
Yeah.
they
He's done.
he's done. There's not going to be another Solid Snake game. There's no way. And so he wanted to do like a little tribute to him or something.
It's a nice
I
touch.
guess that's what they're doing. So
cool.
which is cool because that's what Sam Fisher was invented from was Solid Snake.
Yeah, good point.
So
So that's something that's
The original and the best.
yeah,
the best
absolutely.
around.
He's the best.
Nothing's ever going to bring him down.
Yeah, there you go.
All
Except
right.
for the creative guy leaving.
Yes. But that was a quick hitter. Then we've got the Spring Blossom event in Monster Hunter World. And then something that came out earlier this week. GTA 5 is the most profitable game of all time. It's also up there with the most profitable entertainment piece of all time. Against like an Avatar. Against Gone with the Wind. Against some of these items that are...
Damn.
I mean, I think it stated it grossed. Let me pull the article real quick.
If you lump it in with those kind of, that's impressive. That's really impressive.
Yeah, most entertainment product. So we're not talking video games. We are talking
subject.
just across the board. And it has stated that it has done $6 billion since 2013. Over 90 million copies.
That's insane.
So
That's absolutely insane.
That's pretty successful. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
so. That's
Oh.
just one of their Grand Theft Auto games.
Avatar is the highest grossing movie of all time.
Not anymore.
No, $2.78 billion.
Yeah, worldwide.
I just read that Black Panther beat that.
Okay. Well,
maybe in the
but
U.S.
still-
market, not in
Yeah,
our
I don't think that's
market.
worldwide.
Not
Guess
worldwide.
what?
Worldwide, Black Panther's tanking, but we can
Yeah.
talk about that some other time.
It is.
Yeah.
This thing is more successful than Star Wars and Gone with the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
So it's six. I mean, they're both in upwards of $3 billion apiece. This thing has done $6 billion. That's for a game that's 6 years old.
It's
5,
still
6 years old.
$60 on Steam.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know,
It never
it's
goes
Still
down.
surprised.
It'll go down twice a year, once during each of the Steam sales, the summer and then the winter one. Like I picked it up this time during the winter one, and so I'm like, because I don't want to pay $60 for a game that I know I'm probably not going to play like ever, but I kind of just have to have it.
Mhm.
The kid likes to play it. I like to go first person motorcycle. I mean, it's kind of like Minecraft. Like you just buy it.
Yep. But it's
just buy
another
it.
one of those games that, I mean, it's not as constant, on the content drop, but they do on their multiplayer side. I see it all the time. New events going on, different things going on. And man, they pimp out buying whatever the GTA money card is on Microsoft. So you know a ton of money's gone to that for its in-game currency.
Rockstar can do whatever the fuck they want. They are that big, they are that powerful, and they are that talented. They can do whatever they want, and people will just eat up their shit.
Yeah,
Red Dead's gonna be like easily the best selling game of the year when it comes out, like day 3, guaranteed.
It's about a long shot.
Yeah. It'll probably be game of the year just because everyone's hard on for it. But
all they need to do is point to their sales figures and go, "Do we have a problem?" No.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we know what the fuck we're doing.
But the Steam thing is not. I mean, your price online is not necessarily indicative of that you're good or not. We Happy Few is still $60.
$60. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Well,
but also, Grand Theft Auto 5 has not left the top 10 since the day it came out.
And their microtransactions are awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Grand Theft Auto.
This should be called macrotransactions.
Large.
Grand Theft Auto is like great for people that just want to like fuck her and get online and like maybe kill some people, but not have like a serious time about it. Just say fuck it, you know.
That's one of the best types of games out there, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's it's like just a big open playground to play in.
Exactly. I'm so blown away by the created world that people have utilized this for. I mean, I see Twitch streamers that they just play GTA 5 and role play, and they have episodes and seasons.
Oh God, yeah. Oh man.
And it's not bad at all. It's actually really entertaining if it's done right by the right person. And that just as a game, it goes back to like when you could do like the RVB guy, Red versus Blue guys, where they took a game and they did machinima.
Yeah.
And it's that level of like new idea, mind blowing kind of ideas that
Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have you seen the Sheriff Eli, or the guy who role plays a cop on GTA 5? And he like never breaks character while he's streaming and stuff.
That's impressive.
It's super funny. Like I followed him. Like I'll turn it on sometimes just to watch his like VODs because he's insane good at role playing this cop, and everybody knows who he is and everyone respects him. Like he'll play other games
in the game.
That is insane.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's probably like a 65-year-old guy or something.
Jeez. No, the one I've seen in character, I think Adam's put up some posts of it, is the guy who will play like Battlefield, and he'll drop in and just start calling coordinates, and we're going to take flank this side. Yeah.
Still Mountain
Red team flank left side, 50 degrees.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. And then he just wrecks everybody.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good game.
Yep. So, well, cool. Those were just our quick hits. We don't have a great review of Pizza Connection 4 this week, but we'll have some.
4? It's not out yet, dude.
I'm already there.
Give me a year.
A year? All right. So if you want to, if you want to learn about Pizza Connection 3, listen to last podcast. But we've got a couple different things. We're going to do some a couple games.
Shut up.
As well as a movie. So I've read the book. I've seen the previews, but I haven't seen the movie yet. So Mr. Solid, tell me about Ready Player One.
Oh man. All right. So Ready Player One is a dope movie. Definitely go see it. End of review. No, I'm just kidding.
Done and done. All right, next.
No, I'm just kidding. It was really, really good. So I read the book twice before I went and saw it. And
because you couldn't read it well the first time?
Yeah, probably. I just didn't have really great expectations for the movie. Like going into it, like I was hoping to see a few scenes. Like they omit a bunch of like basically. There's the book and then there's the movie. They're completely different. Like the story is essentially the same, but the things that happen in it generally aren't. Like that whole race scene you see in the preview for it, none of that's in the book. Like not even a single second of that. So it's completely. It's like there's so many different things. But with that said, I was disappointed because I wanted to see a few choice things that weren't in there. but I was very, very impressed with the movie. I want to I can't wait for this to come out on like Blu-ray. I'm just gonna put it in the Xbox and just keep
let it
playing
play
all day. Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun to watch.
What's up, Adam?
Just wondering. So I've never read the book or seen the movie, of course. A friend of mine last weekend said, you need to read the book. He had it on like audio tape.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, after seeing the movie, do you think that? I mean, because I guess the book is probably dated in its time frame.
Not really.
Well, I just see the movie previews, and it's like a lot of cultural references and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
would you recommend seeing the movie and then reading the book, or reading the book and then see the movie?
Definitely see the movie first. See the movie first, and then take your time and read the book. Just enjoy kind of like what it is. Yeah, like the references aren't really different. It's still a lot of 80s and 70s. 90s video game references are a lot more in the movie version, and I think that's just because there's a lot more relatable. Like, you ask a kid today what the fuck Adventure is from the Atari 2600, and they'll be like, "What?" Yeah. I know what that is, though.
The Atari 2600? What?
Yeah, and like I grew up in the 90s playing those games, and so I kind of like really appreciated that they kind of updated it a little bit more, because Ernest Cline's more of a, like, I guess he's probably about your guys' age, I suppose, because you guys are a little bit older than I am. So you grew up with the first round of gaming, like the first generation of gaming, whereas I grew up kind of with the more, I don't even know what the fuck word I'm talking for it, but I grew up with all the 90s games. Yeah, I grew up with like all the 90s stuff, but the first thing 64. I ever played was NES. And that's all that was out at the time. Okay. I remember when Super Mario Bros. 3 came out. I went and got it the day it came out. So
you went and watched the movie. Was it called the Wonder Kid or whatever, where they premiered Super Mario 3? The Wiz. Yeah, the Wiz.
The Wiz. Nah, I was too young for that kind of stuff. Yeah, Wizard, something like that. But definitely go see the movie first and then enjoy the book.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I mean, I've had like 20 people tell me I had to read the book already.
Oh yeah. And if you can, just listen to the audiobook. It's narrated by Will. He's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that's what he said too. He's like, you love Will Wheaton. I was like, God, dude. That's Wesley Crusher, man. Wesley Crusher, my dog.
He has to say his name once in the book, or like in the audio book, and you can tell he puts a little bit of emphasis on his name.
It's
pretty funny.
Well, that typically with movies that are adapted from books, they usually never hold up to the book.
No. And that's they were, like I said, I was just I was hoping to see like a couple cool things from the book that I really enjoyed. But I mean, there's still so many things that are from the book, like that they don't do it exactly the way they did it in the book, but it's still there, The
end result is still the same.
Yeah, the end result is still the same, and the essence of what they're trying to tell you in the book is exactly the same. I mean, Ernest Cline helped write the script or the screenplay as well for the movie. That's good. So like he did the book himself, and now he did the movie. And so he kind of just like wanted it to be a little bit updated, a little bit more relatable for a younger audience, I guess, because everybody knows what Doom is, or like they mentioned Doom, they've got like Spartans running around in it, they got a bunch of Overwatch characters, like Overwatch is in there a bunch, front and center. I mean,
I saw that.
They would have had a bunch of marketing people doing reviews of test screenings and saying how many references that particular reference, how high it rated with particular demographic, all that sort of stuff. So that's probably why they made those changes, to make it more broader appeal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked the question initially, is because I know that there are a lot of people invested in this movie, royalty-wise and stuff like that for it to succeed. So I don't really trust the reviews on this one.
Yeah, I mean, most like if you listen to like the video game outlets like IGN, GameSpot, they'll say, definitely go see the movie. That if they had read the book before, like I know a few of them that I've heard talk about the movie have read the book before and said they were also disappointed, only because there was things they wanted to see as well. Okay. But they also agree, and they say that the same essence from the book transfers to the movie really well.
There's so much that you can put across when you have 250, 300 pages compared to an hour and a half of, okay, we have to hit the high points. We also want to engage you
They just made it a little bit snappier, which is totally fine because it totally works out. And there's some it's cool because it's like there's new things in the same story that I love that make it great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the race, like I said, isn't in the book, but that's something super cool that I really, really enjoyed.
Okay.
You know, kind of gets at your, you know,
Cool.
it's like the racing game part, and then there's like I don't know, there's a bunch of cool stuff in it.
As a screenplay writer, that's a hard line to walk, where you don't insult a ton of people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's something that they love near and dear. You know, it's near and dear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's tough. And if they pull that off, like you say, I mean, because you're a really you have an opinion, Solid, and the fact that you are getting behind this movie because you could have easily just shit on it.
Oh yeah, there was one dude I was listening to, fucking Game Informer, like one dude on there was just being a super cynical asshole about everything. He just thought the movie was just garbage. He thought it was terrible. And the things that he was saying it was terrible for, which I really didn't understand how he could think that it was that bad. But it's just kind of like, well, there are people that think everything is terrible. I mean, I think a lot of things are really bad, but I generally think I have the best taste, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I would say
one, baby.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about me, bro.
Yep.
So I would definitely say,
solid
go
shit
see it.
don't stink.
Yeah, exactly. Solid scoops, right?
Yeah, that's right. Coming to a podcast near you.
I went to the IMAX 3D of this. I definitely recommend seeing it in 3D if you can.
Cool.
Okay.
J-Man, you about to say something?
I said a good example of that from recent movies was Ghost in the Machine, because they had a bit of a cult following for the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell, sorry. Ghost in the Shell. I always call it Ghost in the Machine. I have no idea.
That's the awesome
Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, a lot of people loved the original anime, and then they did the live version of it, and it put a lot of people off because they changed a few things.
Yeah, that was me. That was me all over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love the original.
Because the anime had a certain feeling to it that just wasn't carried across.
Well, when you read the manga, right? You watch the anime, and you see some shitty US version of it. It's like you really are standing behind a wall. Like they the only thing they could do was fail. Like they would have to make the best movie of all time to make that work, because you have so much history in that.
It had the potential to be really good, but unfortunately just missed it.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on from there to a co-op game.
I think you're muted there, Chode.
Am I muted?
Yeah,
Chode.
he's definitely muted.
Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah, good job.
Shit, if I knew I was muted, I would have got a beer. Damn. Okay. So, moving on from Ready Player One, thank you, Solid. I will go check that out, probably when it comes out on Redbox or DVD or something like that.
Man, I'm telling you, it's worth seeing in the theater.
Okay.
I'm gonna check it out.
It is absolutely worth seeing in the theater.
I'll go see it.
I'm seeing it Friday.
You seen it Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see it again Friday.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
The wife and daughter are out in a couple weeks. Maybe I'll take the boy to go see it. We got some time, so
There you go. Yeah, I took my son to it and he loved it.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, he absolutely loved it. He knew a lot of the references in there too, which was really funny.
Very cool.
Makes you
nice.
proud, Daddy.
He's like,
doesn't
oh
it?
look, yeah. He's like, oh look, Tracer. Oh look, King Kong. Oh look, T-Rex from Jurassic Park. I'm like,
Okay,
that's my
cool.
boy.
That's my
Dude,
boy.
no spoilers, man. We
Oh
haven't seen
look,
it yet.
Batman. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Hell, shit, my 2-year-old knows Batman. Come on, step it up.
Yeah,
Right. Solid. Tell your kid to step his game up. Let's go. So get on Owen's level. All right. So now we're going to look at.
leg up.
Oh well, there. Okay, I'm sorry. Before we
No,
go
go
on,
for
I just gotta say one thing. When you do see the movie, there's one scene in particular that my son pointed out who it was before I even got a full look at it, and I go, "Oh, I fucking love you."
This is the Joker and Harley.
No. You'll see it when it pops up on the screen. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Don't spoil
No, I'm not spoiling nothing. It's like one of the best parts. So
Fortnite character.
it. In a bunny suit.
Yes, because everyone knows Fortnite. So, all right, Poop. I've seen you stream this with one of your buddies. I think PHP. So
Yeah.
we talked about it last week. I think it had just released. So this is A Way Out, which is a co-op game. And
Co-op required.
Okay, it is co-op required. Adam,
You
while
have
you're
to.
out, get
You
me a
cannot
beer.
play it single player.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't. There's no
Mm-mm.
LFG searching for another match or anything like that.
Well, I'm sure you could use external or third-party sources to try to find,
there's
but yeah,
nothing
you
internal
can't.
of the game.
There's
Yeah,
no
I'm pretty sure that
matchmaking.
there's an online. Wait, no, there's no matchmaking.
I didn't see anywhere. The first game that I'm aware of that is co-op required, but the way that they've kind of circumnavigated that potential problem is if you purchase a license, if you buy the game, you can invite anybody on the same platform as you. They can download a trial version of it, and they get full access when you invite them on your game license.
So what does a trial version mean?
It's basically like the full game, but it doesn't unlock until they get invited by someone that owns.
Okay, so you can't just power it up and then play with somebody else. It has to be if you bought the game and you gave me the license, I then couldn't power it up and play with Solid, or if he bought the game, could that work?
I bought it. I did it on PC, so
Right.
I went through Origin. It's an EA game, so I went through Origin, and it's tied to my account.
Right.
It's on my account. My buddy sent me $17, so we technically split it.
Yep.
And so I invited him, and we played the game cooperatively. Him not owning the actual license because I bought it with my credit card.
Okay.
Don't you get two licenses though?
Nope. All it is invite.
It's just an invite, really.
Yep. You said that's what I mean. You download a trial version. It's called like a trial or multiplayer.
So can you play it again with a different person?
So like you could just like invite me if I don't have it already, and we could play it again.
That's the way I understand it. You just have to play with somebody that has ownership of a license.
Huh.
Interesting.
I wonder if that works on Xbox as well.
The way that I looked it up, the website, the verbiage exactly, because my buddy was kind of concerned about it. He didn't want to send me $70 shafted. Kind of guy would do that.
I know.
But it was super easy. It just, the only thing that I didn't enjoy was I had to create another application to access games, like besides Steam or besides Uplay or besides. I mean, it was just I had to get on Origin. I've never been on Origin.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, Origin is fun.
Yeah, it was each of those little. What are they called? Whatever they let you into those games, they're a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But the gameplay, I recommend getting this game. Flat out, play this game. It's a very cinematic experience. The way that they utilize the co-op experience is, it's very creative, but it's not hokey, if that makes sense. There are some times where you play a game and the mechanics are just janky or hokey. This is very solid through and through. The voice acting is incredible because, like I said, it's a cinematic experience. So you're relying on the whole game is your interaction with your partner. And if you don't buy into that, then you're bored. So they did a great job with the voice acting. The gameplay is really good. Because it's a cinematic experience, the soundtrack is very subdued. It's all about the relationship between the characters and that as you progress through the story. They do a great job getting you invested in your character. And as a spoiler, I'm not going to say, for fear of spoilers, I'm not going to say anything about the ending. But
yeah, please don't.
It was incredible.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. A lot of people are like, "Fuck, you got to play this game. Just play it."
What was the time investment?
We did about a 2.5 hour stream the first night, and then about a 3.5 hour stream the second night. So I'd say
6-7 hours.
I would say between 6 and 8 hours, depending on how fast you get through it. There are several things throughout each mission. The missions are fairly linear, but you're also working with the mechanic of a constant co-op experience. Yeah. So you're kind of working within their world. But I mean, you can do a lot of shit. We sat down, we played Connect 4. We threw darts. Did
your cousin call you and you had to go bowling?
No, it wasn't. Nico. But there were several different that we arm, the arm wrestle thing, and just a bunch of little things where we could just do a little side thing that was kind of funny, maybe break the seriousness of the story, and then all right, let's get back into this and find this asshole that we're supposed to find or do this thing that we're supposed to do.
Cool.
I cannot recommend this game enough. I love a good cinematic game, and this one really hit it. It had the cooperative experience. The last thing I want to say about it is there are some really, really cool cinematic shots, and there's one scene in particular where you and your buddy are split, and the camera does not cut at all, and it's going through this building, and like it comes down on my character, and I'm trying to get through this corridor and get through these guys and do this thing, and each character has their different personalities. One guy is he's more like a smooth talker, think with your head, and one guy is just kind of let's punch him first and apologize later. So you have that really cool dynamic, and they do a great job of pushing that through the story. So back to that scene I was talking about, we're trying to escape this building, and I'm sneaking around. My character is the more subdued one, and I'm trying to not get caught. And then it literally like goes through a vent shaft and shows my other guy, and he's like, just beating the shit out of people. And the whole time it'll go out the window, come in on this other floor, and it picks up where I'm at. It was really well done, and I cannot recommend. It's really cool. It's really cool.
The guy who made this game, they're the head of like the development studio that made this game. He has an interview actually on IGN Unlocked or whatever, Unfiltered. I recommend listening to it. Like just after listening to the guy, like I want to follow him and play whatever game he's making.
Yeah. Well, solid. If you want to pick it up on Origin, I'll run through it again with you.
All right, let's do it.
It's fucking amazing. Oh, and you do get to see a video game dong. There's penis in there.
Yes, my favorite.
Oh my god! Finally.
It's been since GTA.
Oh, man.
Has it really? I thought it was. What was the first time I
praise the
video game booby? That was L.A. Noire.
No.
That's right. EA is now adding dong boxes to games.
Dong boxes instead of loot boxes.
What dong are you going to get this week?
Cosmetic
Press
dong.
X to find out.
Instead of llamas, it's dong pinatas.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, let's finish off these reviews with Mr. Adam. Tell me about what is this? They Are Billions.
They Are Billions is a great review that's nowhere near as wonderful as Poops just now.
Oh,
that was fantastic, man. Thank you.
Yep.
I've not played Sims a lot. I'm sorry, strategy sim things, where you like have to build little fortresses and stuff like that, like City Skylines.
A real-time strategy game.
Yeah, like RTSs.
Yeah, but more with the enemies and stuff like that. So this is kind of the first one I've done. I didn't get into XCOM. I didn't do a lot of was it StarCraft?
Yeah. Command and Conquer, those types of games.
Yeah, those types of games. I've never really done much of those. They don't interest me. But my sweet spot is always zombies and steampunk. So if you had like zombie steampunks, that would be my game. I would just not play anything else forever. But with this one, it's really nice. I played a lot. The first game that I did, I sort of build my, you have to like expand the map, take patrols out or whatever to find out what's out there. And you run up on more zombies, kill them in waves. As you're building your community up and getting your resources, like fishing camps, hunter camps to get food, populating the community and stuff like that. That was really fun. And then all of a sudden there was like a warning that said, horde of zombies coming in from the east. And the music got really intense. I was like, what the hell is this? Like I didn't have a lot of people to defend the base. So they came in, they wrecked me. When the zombies came in and like destroyed my infantry, they were on the edge and my walls. When they would hit the tents where the people lived, so 10 would come in, they'd tear up the tent, and 12 would come out, right?
Oh, damn.
Okay. Isn't that cool?
Yep.
It's sick. It's so cool, man. It's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing, and then like they warn you and you're like, oh shit, I really got to do something right now. And if you don't have the resources and the time's just ticking, right? The clock's ticking. So procedurally, you have to pick what things you want to do appropriately. You know, it kind of like cities. I mean, you have to like do your water lines before you do anything major. You know, same sort of deal, but it has an intensity to it that cities does not have. So I'd say it's not as intricate as cities is as far as like, you know, all the processes, but it's a nice relaxing game that gets really sweaty at points. Very good. I enjoyed it a lot. And I've never been a fan of these games. I've stayed away from them, but because this one was zombies, I was like, you know, let's give it a shot.
How did you come across this one? Was it on one of the top 10 lists that you had, or just because it had zombies?
Yes,
okay.
It was one of the best of last year.
Okay.
And so I found it on the best of last year list and picked it up for that reason.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out pretty late last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only a couple of the ones that I read about, you know, the top 10s.
Yeah.
So it's high up too.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4 on a lot of the lists. So yeah, it's a good game. I mean, I really enjoyed it. The zombie aspect of it makes it fun for me because I would never play that on StarCraft or XCOM. You know, I'm just not that interested in that sort of genre.
That's why I've been staying away from it, because it's an RTS.
Yeah, me too.
I'm terrible at them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's fun though. It really is cool.
Interesting.
Well, cool.
And the concept, I mean, the background concept's really neat.
Yeah.
That'd be something you would stream or just play off stream?
I'd stream it, yeah.
Okay.
I've not yet. I played it off stream because I didn't know if it'd be, you know,
Right.
something people want to watch. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll definitely stream it.
Take a look at that. So, all right, cool. Well, let's. There was another comment brought in by Techmaster. I know it was a big. I haven't played it, but has anybody played State of Decay?
Yeah, I played the first one. It was pretty good. It came out like in the hype time of like when DayZ was
Right.
big.
Yep.
So it was kind of like, oh, this is the console version of DayZ. This is essentially what it was. Now with State of Decay 2 that you can actually play with friends, I think it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Right, and it was a 360, and then they ported it to the one. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we talked about it last week, maybe 2 weeks.
Did we? Okay.
Maybe two episodes ago.
I know it's
coming out, and you can buy it. Yeah, you can like buy it, and then you can get like the enhanced version of the first game, like the Game of the Year edition, or whatever the fuck it is. But it's not worth playing if you're just gonna play the second one.
Yeah.
It's on Game Pass too, I think.
Yeah,
right, because it's gonna.
They're both, yeah.
Yeah, it should come out because
That
it
would be
is
fun.
being published by Microsoft, I
I mean,
believe.
speaking of State of Decay, I mean, DayZ is getting completely rebuilt and from the engine up, and brought to console this summer, I believe.
Okay.
That's their goal, is they want to bring it out this summer, and then they want to have a full release like 1.0 for their game. I think by the end of the year is what they're predicting.
By holiday
pretty
time,
aggressive.
2018.
It's very aggressive, yeah, especially for a game that's been out 5 years in early access. You know,
Right.
they just
Even
can't
when
get
you-
it right.
When you rebuild a game like that, you're literally making a new game.
Mhm.
Yeah, which I'm totally down
Yep.
for. I still love the concept of DayZ. I think it's awesome. I mean, that's kind of like where PUBG and stuff like that like started getting like really big. Those types of games. So I'm excited to see DayZ to come to console.
Well, we've talked and gone around this concept a lot tonight, and that was one of our big topic roundtable. Was we want to talk about co-op gaming. That's a big part of LMG, of one of the reasons why I came into Night's Watch and then Night's Watch Raiders, or however we went to that, and then LMG, was this fucking game called Destiny, and how you needed to, you could play solo, but you could only play so far. And at that point, you had to start looking for other like-minded players and start joining LFGs, start joining clans, start doing things to play co-op games. So that's what we wanted to talk about a little bit today, was jump into the community. We have one of our community members threw a post in there, but just talk about co-op gaming, how it maybe has changed since we first started playing, to what it is now, if it's become major in your gaming landscape, and just some of the best things that have happened to you, some of the worst. I've had some great experiences since I've joined LMG on just some fun Friday nights. I know the one I want to drop is about, we used to do Drunk Forza, and I have a clip of Mr. Moose talking in his old bastard, or what is it, fat bastard voice, as we raced. And yeah, we were lit. It was a late evening of Forza driving. But it was some of the best, just laugh, could not drive.
That poor
because,
kid you brought in.
Yes,
that poor kid you brought in.
Meaty Guns, he got lambasted that evening. So, but just wanted to talk a little bit about co-op gaming, get maybe the guys in chat
I think
involved
you mean
with it.
Snuggy Team.
So, I talked about mine. I came as a single player gamer. If I was going to co-op game, it was couch co-op. I mean, that's what I did coming up from NES, moving on. The biggest thing for co-op gaming was grabbing every Xbox that we could find on the block or in the dorm or wherever, landing them all together and playing Halo. I mean, we would have times where it's like, okay, we're bringing another buddy in. We need to run to the Best Buy and buy another copy of Halo 1 and a controller because we need it. I mean, that kind of stuff. To now, we play with Jay in Australia. We've got a handful of guys in the UK. We play from the East Coast to the West Coast. And it's like, all right, let's get together. We're going to raid. We need to grab 6 guys and let's run through this. So the social gaming aspect has changed and has flipped the script on video gaming over the last couple of years that I've played. So I don't know if that's the same with you guys. I know some of my worst experiences have been with LFGs on trying to get in and finish raids and either pick up people who were not there to finish the thing. They were there to do bounties and jump off cliffs and be total trolls. Or where I've been there and been like, oh yeah, you don't have what we need or you don't know how this raid works. See you later. Those types of things. So, but what about you guys? What have been some of your best and worst experiences in co-op gaming? And
Destiny was essentially like the greatest. Like raids, like there was nothing better than doing Vault of Glass the first time.
Yep.
Beating it all the way through. Like for me, like that's pretty much the penultimate like thing to do. And co-op gaming is doing a Destiny raid together. Like that's just bar none. Like that's my favorite experience. Playing Rainbow Six Siege with a full team of guys, playing Overwatch with a full team of guys. I mean, those team-based games, PUBG with a full team of guys, like,
oh god,
holy shit! You know, like I like co-op gaming more. It used to be just me and my brother playing with each other, and a couple buddies, and we maybe play zombies once in a while, Call of Duty. But once Destiny happened, I mean, that's what really opened up the floodgate, I think, for a lot of different co-op gaming experiences. And I mean, it's kind of like the reason we're all here anyway. So I gotta shout out, give a shout out to Destiny for sure. I didn't have those bad LFG experiences like you guys did.
Yeah, well, you're just good.
No, so. I just got real lucky. I had a bunch of guys drag me through Vault of Glass. Didn't know what was going on until I finally decided to LFG it like every day.
I apologize for anybody that I played with doing the dumb jumping puzzle as a Titan.
Yeah. That was hilarious. I loved watching you get there.
I would have to save Super Titan Smash, go down to the bottom right-hand corner, skate, Titan Smash so I could hit the wall because I couldn't jump for shit. So, I apologize.
Warlock just floats.
Yeah, oh, fuck you and your Warlock. Raid races, I forgot to throw that in there. That was some of the best fun. God. I mean, it's like, oh shit, we've got 15 minutes. We have to finish this raid. We got to do this. We got to do this. That was some fun.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed that as well.
Yep.
Like Destiny raids, like I said, I just think they're just the best.
Yep.
They're the best little experience I've had.
So
the interesting thing with that is there is more and more people streaming D1 raids now than D2.
Yeah, which is super funny.
Back to it. Yeah, because it's almost got a bit of that sort of, they want to go back to that feeling of doing those raids with friends. Mm-hmm. They're not getting it in the current game, so they're going back to the old game.
Mm-hmm. It's just sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah. But it tells you a lot about the first game that they eventually got to a place where, I mean, that's how I got introduced to LMG was I bought Destiny. Mm-hmm. It was in the bargain bin at EB Games. $20.
Wow.
I thought, look, I've heard a lot about this game, played it solo, and then I got, like all you guys say, you get to a certain section, raid, I need to basically LFG. Okay, how do I do that? And then most of my friends don't play games anyway, so it was sort of like fairly limited in that. Tried to find an Australian group that did LFG. Found one, and they were a bunch of trolls. Found a second.
Really?
Found a second group, and they just were talking about getting drunk and female anatomy most of the time. So that was, and they were a bunch of 14-year-olds too. So I was like, nah, forget that. So then I searched and found LMG, and I was like, these guys look quite legitimate. And I think the first week or so that I joined LMG, I think I was in a raid with, I think it was Surgical, Jedi, and a few other guys as well. I think we're doing Wrath of the Machine, and I was still learning how to blend my jumps as a warlock, which was pretty sad. We wiped about 50 million times doing that.
Yes.
But that was awesome because I got introduced to that whole doing stuff as a group, social gaming.
Yep.
Because up until that point, I'd just been a solo gamer. I just enjoyed games as entertainment, didn't do much socially. And then all of a sudden, this whole social thing opens up, which
your
is,
sleep schedule
you know,
is
where a
wrecked.
lot of games are going now. Yeah. Yeah, and having to schedule my time 12 hours in advance.
Yep. Look at the clock. Go. Okay, what time is it in J time?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. All right.
So you guys, I'll be on at 9:30, and I'm going 9:30. Okay, so that's tomorrow lunchtime. Okay, awesome.
Yep. And we appreciate you joining us, Jay. I'm glad it worked out. So I was gonna throw something in there. I know it's always been crazy on the percentages of a game. And again, this is a console game. I never played large raids like World of Warcraft. Yes, sir, Mr. Adam.
So you paid $20 for Destiny in the bargain bin. How much have you spent to date
on Destiny?
On Bungie, yeah.
I bought the Taken King expansion, and then I got Rise of Iron, whatever it is, and then I got the new game, and I paid for the DLC for that, so probably about $250.
Yeah, same as us, just minus like
bargain
$40.
bin game. Nice.
Yeah.
Fucking bargain bin.
Well, and games are more expensive in Australia.
Yes.
Well, $20 is
Yeah.
$20 in Australia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
20
not too
Australian.
Yeah.
So a $50 or $60 US game will be about $80, $90, $100 here.
Mhm.
So you got it for $20 there?
So it's more of an investment when you buy a brand new game here.
Yeah.
That's why there's a big trade-in economy here.
Yep.
People play a game, then trade it in for something new, and then obviously you get cheaper game.
Right.
If you buy a pre-owned game.
So I was going to bring up, and I think we've talked about this before, probably not on the cast, but just goes along with co-op gaming. You have a game like Destiny that has these raids, these 6-man raids that are behind this LFG style thing of trying to figure out how you're going to do it. You play all the way up to this, and then if you don't, I mean, there's statistics. This is still back from the end of 2017 that 16% of the player base had completed the raid, the Leviathan raid in Destiny 2.
That's it?
That's
Yes,
it.
because 84% of the community is fucking scrub.
Yeah. But if you don't,
It's so
if you don't
easy
true.
to literally type in Google
I-
Destiny raid.
well, you don't
Need
have to
players.
now, right? You can just LFG straight out of the game. But in
It's
D1,
garbage
you had
there,
to
but-
step outside your comfort zone
Yeah.
and go to
You had to find someone- You had to
DestinyLFG.com.
find some random people
Yes,
online
you
and go
did.
suck their dick for a little bit, all right? That's just how it had to work
And
out.
that's how we
people
all
should have been
came
okay
together.
with it. But nobody wanted to do it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
And usually those groups had a 12-year-old that knew exactly what to do.
Yeah.
All right, guys, what we're
Oh,
going to do
goodness.
is we're going to go around
Oh,
the corner.
God.
And then,
Stop, just stop.
What
Okay,
we're going to do.
Mute.
Yeah, that's when I just leave the group and find another
And find another one. Yep.
thing.
But
that goes distances to my LFG experience when we get to it. So go ahead,
Yeah.
Joe.
Well, no, we got. Let's see. I mean, that's myself, Solids Talk. Jay, you got any good experiences, worse experiences?
Well, I go back in gaming to when we used to go to the arcade.
Okay. All right.
We used to do Double Dragon, Tekken, and you'd do co-op on that. That was a lot of fun
Yep.
until your money ran out,
Yep.
and then you'd be getting IOUs from your
You'd be
mates.
sucking dick for LFG.
Hey mate, I want to get another high score. Give me $5. I'll pay you back next week.
All right. Well, Adam, tell us a little bit about yourself and your
You didn't do yours.
experiences.
I mean, you didn't finish yours. You started up, but you didn't finish.
Oh, I mean, like I said, my stuff has been. I would either get you remember the D1. If you don't have a Gallahorn, you're not included. I didn't. It took me 8 months to finally get one to drop. So there was tons of. I mean, again one of those reasons of okay, I can't LFG this solid. I know I got to get good. I couldn't track anything. I was shooting.
Mine was. It's all right. I didn't get mine till like May, like right before House of Wolves.
Oh jeez.
Wow.
My Gallahorn.
No,
But I wasn't a scrub, so I was still letting the games.
Yeah. What was the one that
Same.
dropped?
Same.
What was the one that dropped with Crota? That had cluster bombs.
The Hunger of Crota.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
that's all I had, and it was like, yeah. So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
horrible.
See,
I,
the way you beat
I
that
only had the
is you
He's
run
of
sword.
Vengeance. I only had the one with the cluster
Hessen's
bombs.
Vengeance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I loved it. but
Oh, that was a
it
great
not good.
PvP one.
Yeah, sure.
When Crota ran out, I didn't have a Gallahorn. I didn't have Icebreaker. So I had to run sword.
Oh,
The
shit.
reason I learned to run sword
Yep.
was because I had
Yeah.
Hunter and I ran sword.
Yep.
And I got so good at running sword that people would let me in their groups. Like, hey, I run sword. They're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Shit, this guy runs sword. Let him.
Yeah, let him.
And
Exactly.
every game
Yep.
since, Adam's still running sword.
Yep.
Yeah,
300.
pretty much. Yeah.
In pug, let's go, let's go.
Yes. Yes.
You're right.
Got that fucking Reaper sight.
Yep.
If I could honk at Crota, I would.
Yep. But no, I mean my gaming time is not very much so bad co-op experiences. I mean, that's really those things or shitty internet connection where I get jumped or thrown out, or PUBG originally when my computer was a piece of shit and I would hold you guys down. But no, when I come on, I'm either gonna pick up and play with whoever's running a game. I mean, that's my big thing right now. I'm getting back to single player. But if somebody's playing pub, or they're looking at Fortnite or a fun social game, I'll jump right into the group and get in for a couple matches just to see what's going on. And I mean, it's more of just that interaction with how everybody's doing than it is of the game itself. So, but I mean, that's what mine. I can't wait for my kids to get to a point where they're enjoying playing and we can play some games together. I'm looking forward to that.
That's the best.
All right. Now, Mr. Adam, I'm done. Your turn.
So I guess my first co-op experiences are like Jay's talking about in the arcade. Things that come to mind are Gauntlet. That's a big one.
Ooh,
So I'd go to the mall. Mom would be shopping. She's like, you got an hour. Here's $5. Make it last.
Make it last.
And
Yeah.
so my first LFG experience was like getting kids to play with me on Gauntlet, because playing it solo is garbage, right? And we played the stand-up game, and just have the best time. And everything. I have to say that everything that I've done since then in gaming has been trying to find that experience. That's the reason that Destiny spoke to me with the raids, to get that sort of random people coming in and playing together and doing it well. And that's what's driven me in gaming. I love solo gaming. I've done that all my life, but that is so boring at some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It
So,
gets there.
yeah,
I could play
yeah.
Skyrim for 100 hours, but not 100 hours in a row.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
so that social experience of just doing the thing and winning together is what I've longed for in gaming for all my life. And those experiences are, we did the Halo LAN parties like you talked about.
Mhm.
That's just what gaming is. I mean, that's the most fun. Playing Bomberman back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
that was so much fun. That's not co-op, but just having those experiences as a group. So yeah, I remember that me and my cousin used to play Toe Jam and Earl a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic game.
Looking for those
so-
spaceship parts, bro.
Yeah. Back to my other point about steampunk. Soldiers of Fortune. You guys seen this game at all?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was called Chaos Engine. When it first came out, it was like a steampunk sort of like co-op game. I'll post it later so you can see a link to it. But playing that was a lot of fun. Games like that where you play with somebody and like have a common goal and you get to it together have always been my goal. The thing that I wanted to do. So yeah, Gauntlet was my number one up until recently. Playing Far Cry 5. Yeah, I've had a great time.
Somehow,
Well,
the punk.
Yes.
I have to say, for me, like separately, being a character in a game and like running that character has been fantastic for me. Like, I like cosplay. I like, I dress up and I go to like all these cons and stuff. To be in the game and acting like the game and play with somebody who's doing the same thing has been a very new experience for me. And thank you, Chode.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Is that what you guys have been doing?
Yeah, we've been acting like fucking
God.
rednecks. In Far
Oh
Cry
my!
5.
I have to go back and watch all the videos.
It's hilarious.
It's the antics. It's the antics of Jeb and Earl. We're out there. We're killing preggies. And guess what?
Preggies.
I mean, sometimes we got to inseminate the cows, and we got to get the shredded balls, and we got to light the balls on fire.
Balls trash, goddamn.
Yeah, god dang it. You son of a bitch. Come on.
It's getting hot in here.
That dog got the mange. Don't touch it.
Oh, no,
That
just shoot it.
booming YouTube series.
Oh,
Don't do that now.
I mean,
That has been the best time for me. So
Yes.
that's my end point. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I'm having a
funny.
great time playing Far Cry 5.
Thank you, sir. So am I. We got to get back to it. So, and we're playing Jeb and Earl, and we're actually playing two females running around in neon camo. It's great. So,
Yeah, fun. Yeah.
exactly.
Especially with flamethrowers.
When they
Oh,
gave
fire, goddamn.
when they gave me my John Deere tractor that I can run over people with, and then my thresher that I can run over cows with, I was in heaven. The game was over.
Because that's his actual life, guys.
Yeah. Damn straight. Cowboy hat next time. Let's go. So, but good stuff. And we're talking about co-op gaming. Poop, I'm going to get to you. My goal in co-op gaming is not to be dead or downed when we get a chicken dinner at some point.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that one, Rip.
Fuck you guys. I'm going to hide in a corner and you guys go take care of business. I just want to have a screenshot with me not down or dead.
If you are
Okay,
still
okay.
up at the end of the game, I'll make sure you're down before I kill
Yeah,
the
you'll
last
shoot me
guy.
friendly fire. Hey, guess what? I should put that in chat, Mr. J-Man. Do you remember?
What's that?
Oh shit! I dropped a grenade.
Oh my God, yes, that was
I'll
hilarious.
find that
I was
clip.
there. I was there for that.
Yes, that was
I'm
great.
like,
Shit, I dropped a grenade.
what happens now?
Friendly fire, dead. So while Poop's talking, I'll find that.
Call of Duty.
Oh, and
Last
then
Stand.
But you remember that moment.
I remember that. I remember. I mean,
Yeah.
Adam, do you remember during Extra Life where we ran around with Solid and Chair, and I shot or not Solid, Moose in Suicidal Chair, and I shot Moose in the face
Yes,
because I didn't know the controls. It squads.
Yes, that was.
So I mean, it's super fun. And then I dropped the
that was exciting.
the
But then you
racing.
did it again after you knew the.
Oh well,
controls.
yes, exactly. So then it became team killing. I dropped the racing with squeakers. That link in chat. It's about 8 minutes, but oh god, it is some of the greatest
Oh, it's-
commentary.
I was so fucking drunk at that moment.
great.
There's a pile of beer cans in the image that I have.
Yeah.
But oh god, it was so much fun. So, but cool. All right, Mr. Poop, let us know about your co-op. Excuse me.
Co-op.
I need another beer. Co-op gaming experiences.
It's funny because all of us basically said the same thing. You know, there was an experience that we all had, and it's the same end result. Co-op is a big deal for me when gaming. I really enjoy co-op, and I enjoy puzzle games, and that brings the best one that I remember was Portal 2. Portal 2 with a partner. When you have that aha moment and you just figure it out and you see the puzzle the way it's supposed to be seen and you solve it, that shit, that was like my jam. I love that. I guess my worst co-op experiences would have been LFGing Destiny raids, just because I knew what the fuck I was doing this asshole advertised themselves as knowing what the fuck they were doing, and they clearly didn't. And yes, Destiny probably should have had an LFG built into it, but then I also see the merit of, we wouldn't have had the community that we had if we didn't, go outside and try to find, a group. So there's goods and bads to that. I did the whole Dragon TVs to friends. The very first co-op experience I remember having was Command and Conquer on regular PlayStation. And I went out and I bought a chat link cable thing that you had to specially get. And I went to like 3 GameStops until I finally found one. Dragged these heavy ass CRT televisions out into the living room, cables everywhere, begging dad, hey, can I get a power strip? God damn it, it's 11 o'clock. I'm supposed to be asleep, and you boys keep it down. But we just killed the Nazis, and so it was a lot of fun playing that game. And then Destiny. Destiny was another one. I had never done a raid. I had played through the campaign. I knew Bungie was behind Destiny, so I knew it was going to be a really feel-good shooter. And then the world opened up once I hit the level to start doing raids. And I don't remember hearing about Vault of Glass because I was so absorbed in the story that I think Vault of Glass was out maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks. I didn't know about World first. I didn't know about raids. I never did computer games at that time. And then I found a group. I went on the Bungie forums, found a group, and that was the first raid experience. And just, of course, we went to it the first time. We were underleveled. We didn't have enough, the best gear to get it done. We could fly into the event, but we got our ass handed to us. And but then sticking with that group, figuring it out, learning the mechanics, what works best. It's that puzzle solving, and that was that's what sucked me in. And then I don't know if you guys remember the first time you had me on the podcast here. My first account was to be a raid Sherpa, Twitch account. I wanted to be a raid Sherpa because I wanted to share that experience with other people. I wanted to, you haven't done the raid. Well, come on, let's do this. And that was my initial drive to start streaming. So I really, really fucking love it. And then the last thing I want to mention is the Halo Combat Evolved campaign. That co-op experience. It was couch co-op.
Yes. I rented an Xbox with my cousin to finish that game.
Yep. That came out. The console and that game came out the summer after my senior year of school, and I had a church buddy that had literally a 5-bedroom house with a sweet ass pool, and we played water volleyball for a couple hours, and we'd go play Halo Combat Evolved. Then we'd come back out and play. We were out in the middle of nowhere, so we could play as long as we wanted to. It was just that summer in my mind is the epitome of fun. That was nice. That was the summer. And you're a kid, and that time of your life, you don't have all the worries, and you're just having a kick-ass time. You shouldn't have all the worries. Some people do, but unfortunately. But that was my high of co-op gaming experience.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Speaking of Halo Combat Evolved, we used to take 2 tents that would seat, like 10 people in a tent, put those side to side, and then have 4 people on one side and 4 people on another side. Everyone has their own Xbox, their own TV. Yeah,
remember,
we got fans
it was like
blowing
24
in there.
inches of snow and shit happening. So.
Yeah. Well, this is during the summertime, but we used to have my parents had a huge garage in the backyard in the middle of like suburbia neighborhood. So it was just kind of like a weird place, but we could run tons of power from it. So we'd have all the power cables going to these tents, and we'd set up tarps and shit so that we could stay out there during fucking rain, anything. And we'd sit out there for 2-3 days at a time.
No screens.
Like, thank fucking God that these kids are not in this house right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's happening inside?
Well, yeah.
They were fucking.
Yeah, they were having sex.
Probably.
Yeah, they were
I have 9
all full
brothers
2 days. Yes, exactly. Do those correlate with the times that you had your LAN parties?
Probably. we could probably look at the data and figure it out.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, like Halo, like couch co-op.
Thank you, Bungie. Your parents are like, yes. I love Bungie.
That was easily the first time it was like really, really awesome to play a video game with someone else was during that game. But like, I mean, I played Ninja Turtles on the NES a billion times with buddies. Like, stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning when you're 8 years old trying to beat Shredder. Oh god damn it! That shit was hard as fuck. It's so much fun.
Yep.
Game over.
What do you think, Jay? What's your co-op, Jay?
What's that?
Your co-op. What's your co-op experience?
He already
Jay was in
said
the
it.
arcades.
Oh,
and-
Already
yeah.
said it.
Yeah.
You dumbass! You weren't
Oh,
even
goddamn.
listening.
No, I was listening.
Now,
I'm
I
just not
mean,
listening now.
I have a question coming from the father's perspective. Are our kids,
Yeah.
our sons and daughters, are they going to miss out on that couch co-op style thing now because how games are played and how they're integrated and everything is more?
Yeah,
And is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
I think it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I play like Lego, like Star Wars, and like Gary's Mod and Minecraft, like with my kid, but he doesn't have those. Like, you have to play Contra together on 2-player on one screen.
We got
Yeah,
out of
he's not-
school yesterday. Get on your bike, ride your ass over here. We're playing this game on the couch. Mom's making us sandwiches. Let's play video games together.
Yeah, exactly.
I personally think it's a different world.
Yes.
It's not the
It
same
is
world
a
that we
different
grew up in,
world.
That
so-
is also.
I mean, it's not. They don't look forward to it because it never existed, right? Like we look back on what we had and we're like reminiscent of what we lost, but that doesn't even exist to them. So it's like that's not
I mean, my kid plays Roblox with thousands of kids online every day.
exactly. Then mine too. It's like
It's just like
my
normal
oldest
thing
child
for him.
had no real friends most of his life, but he played Xbox Live and has 100 friends like from California and the UK and stuff that he talks to and has not intimate relationships, but like really solid relationships with that he can share feelings with that that I never had. I didn't have somebody I got to talk to. It was like my parents and me. That was it.
Mhm.
So it's just a little different. I don't think it's the same world. So you can't judge this world on the one that's past.
Well, I mean, you look at the technology and what's afforded to the kids of today versus what we had. I mean,
Yeah.
I got my first cell phone when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to go like when I was back in a coon's age, but the thing,
I
the
walked
thing
up the
about-
hill both ways in my sister's dress.
In
It
the
took me
snow.
twice as
Yeah.
much because we went every other day.
TV was black and white.
yeah. So, but the thing about the Adam's on point. It's like apples and you're trying to compare two different things. Kids today are connected on so many different levels with all the different technology afforded to them. So I can't imagine a world of gaming where there isn't co-op, there isn't connectivity on the magnitude of what they already have.
Yeah.
Whereas I remember my first dial-up experience playing Duke Nukem 1v1 with a guy. Mom, don't pick up the damn phone. That kind of thing. So
Fucking running.
and here's a testament to how idiot of a kid.
56K lands on Quake. Jesus.
Dude, you had the highlight.
28 KD.
Yeah, 28 baud.
28
You young kids keep talking
Yeah.
about your internet and stuff.
I was
Yeah, I
such an
remember-
idiot as a kid with that. My first modem, I snuck out of bed in the middle of the night and I tried to log on to AOL. And I didn't want my parents to catch, so I literally took a pillow from the couch and tried to muffle the speaker. On the back.
How'd
Did it
that work
work?
out for you?
Well, they didn't wake up, and I think I saw my first pornographic image that night. So
Nice.
everybody,
There you go. That's a
Movies
win-win
for the
situation,
win.
kids.
Poop Chisel was born.
downloaded line by line. Oh, I think
Yeah.
that's the nipple.
But back to the point. I think you can't judge
No.
your current experience based on what's happening now because it's just a different modality. The kids don't even have that reference. So
I'm pretty lucky that both my kids grew up watching me play a lot of games and have always been interested in it. My eldest daughter is playing a lot of my back catalogue of games, so I get to sit with her at times and just talk her through some of the sections and stuff. So we have a bit of father-daughter time doing that, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
But as you guys say, that sort of couch co-op doesn't really enter their minds like it would ours.
Yeah.
Just not there.
Yeah.
LAN
It's
parties
not like a
and all that
natural
stuff, it's not
thing. It's not a natural thing to want to plug in a player. Like, oh man, there's two controller ports here. Like, we don't even have fucking cords anymore.
Yeah. What do you mean? I have to
Yeah.
split the screen?
Oh, we've got 2 controllers. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the last thing I would want to say is these kids couldn't imagine a world without
Missed you. What was that? Without what?
without internet.
Oh,
God,
They,
no.
they would.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember.
What was
I
funny is
remember
that
not.
you cut out right at the internet.
That's
These kids could not imagine a world without
It's like, huh?
cock.
So there you
What
go.
did you
That's
say?
a dramatic
Where's the word?
representation.
I don't know.
Say the
No
damn
idea.
thing. No, internet.
Drugs, rock and roll. I don't
Turn
know.
it into Mad Lib.
Alcohol, crack.
Oh yeah. No, that's
Internet. Yeah. I totally can.
I remember it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember making mixtapes off the radio by pushing record.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
if you remember doing that, then
And you'd always miss the first half. Oh fuck, that's my song.
yeah, exactly. Shit, I gotta fumble with the fucking thing.
Hey, solid.
Which way
You
did
said
it go
it.
in?
Mixed tapes.
Then there'd be
Who
that
remembers
competition
cassette
with your
tapes?
mates on
Yeah,
who would
cassette
press the
tapes.
pause.
You guys
and
are losing
the
it.
edits just right. Yeah.
We're just going back to nostalgia.
Stop.
So, but I want to read. I posted up on the Discord to anybody to throw anything in under best and worst. So Papa Bear Eli has a post. I want to read it real quick. So he stated, for the better part of 35 years of gaming, I've never played co-op, multiplayer, or any social gaming of any kind. In late July of 2016, I joined LMG, specifically to run the King's Fall raid. So, in Destiny, after missing out on the previous raids, just being a loner. So, one of that percentage that just didn't get into finishing anything up. So, the first raid had to be my favorite just before opening a new world of social gaming for me. It was Mandy's, who is now Ghostly Green Gaming. He changed his tag. And I think Surge and Angered may have been in the raid as well. We didn't finish, but being initiated by Mandy made the event a blast. So this is Mandy talking. Okay, new guys, stand here and jump on the War Priest stage, probably jumping into the orb below the War Priest. And then, okay, new guys, walk over here on the Wall of Dicks. Is something particular that comes to mind. I do remember that. Hey, stand here. You have to hold down the plate, and then you get shot across the screen and die. So,
Goodbye.
Yep. His worst co-op experience were being that guy who wiped a team over and over because he couldn't make the jump, be in the right place, missed the shot, or just plain died. But the best part of LMG, however, is that everyone has been that guy or gal, and at some part the learning curve, and everyone understands and helps out. So, I appreciate that. I think that talks to a lot of the points that we talked about tonight on what moved us into joining LMG, but also how this game created some avenues that, even though we shit talk it sometimes, of how it created different things on getting us out of our comfort zones of playing with 3 or 4 people that we had on our list and going out there and having to go be cooperative with 5 people to accomplish a task. So thank you very much, Papa Bear. So
Yeah. And big kudos to Destiny for making that happen.
Yep.
And that really has brought all this community together. So
Yep. So anything in chat? Anybody have best or worst gaming experiences, or do you just want to continue to drop O faces, Techmaster? So
Oh.
I think that's on because of Poop's comment. So, but all right. Anybody else want to tie a knot or a bow on best or worst co-oping?
I think best original co-oping was Date My Neighbors.
Was you want to date my
Zombies
neighbors?
Ate My Neighbors.
Oh, zombies ate my neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I haven't played
Nobody?
that in a long time.
It's
Didn't
fun
play
though,
that
right?
It was alright.
Yeah.
I think an honorable mention would be like Left 4 Dead series.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
Plants vs
I put
Zombies
so
with my
many
kids
hours into.
has been fun.
Oh,
What'd you say, Joe?
Plants vs Zombies.
oh
has
the
been-
Garden Warfare.
Yeah, Garden Warfare has been
Plants
awesome.
vs Zombies. You would love Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Really?
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my kid and I will load up Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare just and run around and
Play with your kids with find like a port of some sort of Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Okay.
Play with your kid.
All right, I could probably find
It's-
it on Steam. I'll
it's
look
fun.
for it.
It's fun. So fun.
Okay.
Great for kids.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Techmaster said something in chat. on
TikTok.
his-
Said
Is it Dig Dug?
Monster Hunter 3 and 4 playing with close friends and family when the
Gotcha.
damn random people who quit after one fail.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
Excellent. Shoot. Is that an original Monster Hunter player right there with 3 and 4? That's
Sounds
on
like it.
what? On would that have been
Something
on
Japanese.
well, would it have been on did it just come out on like handheld solid before it actually came across on console?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing it was out was like PlayStation 2 or something like that, only in Japan, and then it was like on the Wii U, and then it came to 3DS, and then now it's on obviously everything.
Excellent. So good. Well, we're almost coming up on 2 hours, so
Yeah.
I'm going to, if anybody else has anything, we can cut it here. Everybody's been taken care of in chat. Thank you very much for coming out, guys. I will promise to take some time and clean up our images so we fit a little bit better in these things. But give us comments. I put this out. Our links are all in the top left-hand corner. We put this out on YouTube. We'll drop it into our iTunes so you can get the audio as well as the video. But thank you very much, guys, for coming out. Thank you, Mr. J-Man, for scheduling around your 10-day vacay to spend some time with us. So hopefully you'll stick around, maybe play some games afterwards. And you guys, thank you very much. Solid, bundle up. We know it's going to get cold for you.
Dude.
Oh,
God. I'm not excited for it.
Hot water bottles. Hot water bottles.
Hot water bottles. Jesus Christ. At least it's over the weekend, though. I don't know.
Heat packs.
So, but Poop, Adam, thank you very much again for coming out. I hope everybody enjoyed this. And I'll try and see what the next day will be. I think if we did it every 2 weeks, it will be the day before LMG 2018 meetup. So I don't think we're going to podcast that day because we're all going to be getting up early and heading to Boston.
Yeah, I can't.
We will.
That just means you have to do something from Boston.
We will. Everybody in the links. We have all of our Twitter links on the overlay. Real quick, guys, give us your Twitch pages so anybody can go check those out.
Hold up.
What's
Do
up?
you want to do a podcast from Boston?
We're going to
I thought
stream.
this was established that you were going to anyway.
Yeah,
We're going to do
I was under the
something.
impression.
We're going to do something, but we didn't say a podcast. We could get the information
we
and
could-
like drop gaming news.
We can
Do a
do
round
anything
table
as
format?
long as I'm fine with it. It won't be on Wednesday, but we can figure it out.
You can
Saturday,
do Streamlabs on mobile.
Friday night. We have stuff going. What day's the baseball game?
You guys will figure it out off the podcast. So
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah,
about
we'll
it. But
take
there will
Get the
be
fuck outta here.
content.
Let's do it. Let's
There
do
will
it.
be
You want to do it?
GFO.
Yes, let's do
Do you
it.
want to do it?
Yes,
Let's do it.
Jeb,
I'm down. I'm totally down. Let's do it.
We're gonna podcast, motherfucker. We're gonna do it.
Do podcast from Boston. That's what's happening.
All right.
I like
So,
it. Yeah.
but you guys can find everybody. Solid Scorpion Z on Twitch, Adam212 on Twitch, Poop Shizzle on Twitch, JayManBlue or JayManBlue1 on Twitch.
It's just JayManBlue.
All right, JayManBlue.
Yeah.
And I'm the Flamin' Chode. So we are all on Twitch. You can find us. Some people may be on Mixer at some point. Who knows? There was fun news that dropped on that today with how they're working with Lightstream, but we can talk about that later. And maybe Crinicon can give us a review in a couple weeks and let us know how that works. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. LMG appreciates it. Peace out. Enjoy yourself. And like the
Stay frosty, everybody.
stay frosty and be excellent to each other. All right. And Australia is awesome.
Be excellent.
Gold, gold, gold!
Good night, guys.